So, I hope everyone's doing good today. I'll be perfectly honest. The first game we're gonna be streaming today, I really don't want to do it. I really don't. I really don't want to do it. But I have to. Why? Well, because I've been streaming the rest of Dawn Trail, so... Hey, Doomslayer, welcome to the chat, welcome to the shenanigans. Welcome to... I am about to start my suffering. Now, because I know there's going to be a lot of reading, I'm going to try and, not do so many voices today. Action, your timing could not have been better. If you have a moment, we have some things we'd like to share. Are they important? She should arrive sure. Aw, man. Oh, we gotta deal with Wookiee again. Why? Hate her ass. Why must you be in everything? Okay, so we have to let her ass interrupt. Okay. I certainly sure as shit mind, but whatever. Fine. Even my character's like, fuck, why? Why do you always have to be everywhere? Well, yes, the new Sphinx that wants everyone to die and become USB data. And each time she does, she encourages them to become endless. Alas, much else about her remains a mystery, including why she's chosen to reveal herself now, and why we're not kicking her ass into the curb. That's also the biggest mystery. You know, she tried to kill a bunch of people. She already killed a bunch of people. Why we're not curb stomping her ass, I don't know.
I want to see how she's doing, so I'll come too.
Yes, I remember the little lizard kid, the unwanted child of a dumbass and a moron. Wait, is that a vending machine? It is a vending machine.
Busy spreading talk of becoming endless among the Alexandrians. What's going on here?
I forgot how bad the voice acting was.
Things have come to pass during that time, some of which you may find upsetting. Are you sure you wish to learn of them?
Yeah, someone made a copy of your personality, put it in an evil robot, she's a total bitch, and we gotta go kick her ass. And yeah, that's it. There's the whole catch-up story for you.
There was an electric casket, designed to preserve its occupant in cold stasis.
So they basically froze her ass in carbonite. Okay.
Since the time of the Old Kingdom. For 4 centuries.
Welcome to the future!
What? Do you speak true?
Or maybe I should do the Futurama thing of, welcome to the world of tomorrow! Meanwhile, my character's looking like, man, this is a load of bullshit. You know, I really hope that someone can make a mod where they just, like, replace every single one of her voice lines. Because off the top of my head, I know 3 VTuber voice actresses who could do loops around this amateur. Of course, it only gives me these 2 options where it's like, I don't wanna. Yep, man, there's the title card that my head is blocking. Seekers of Eternity. Yeah, an eternity of doing this bullshit.
Circumstances being what they are, we thought it best to come up with a way to distinguish you from the other Sphinx, and we should probably settle on this now rather than later.
I'm pretty sure that the outfit is gonna distinguish her from the others.
Simply Sphinx. As for the former Queen of Reason, Endless Sphinx should suffice.
We could just call her Sphinx, and the Endless one, bitch. We could go with that instead.
Oh no, I myself would rather not invite complications, so it is quite all right. Thank you for your concern, Shale. Let us be off then. I am in your capable hands.
So let me get this straight. Instead of rightfully, you know, claiming the throne, seeing as how she's the real thing and the other one's a carbon copy, literally a carbon copy, no, she's just like, I just want to walk around the city and not be confrontational. I know I am complaining a lot about this patch, but For those of you who are just joining in and watching it from this point, you have no idea the amount of bullshit that, you are put through to get to this point. Oh, it's one of these. Great. Yeah, just like at the start of the freaking expansion, you have to click on every single thing before it moves on. Wonderful. There are lots of different shops at the Nexus Arcade. And what a ripoff of a name, right? Because when I heard Nexus Arcade, I'm like, oh, cool, do we actually get to do minigames? No, they meant arcade as in, oh, it's just a shopping center. There's also a soul exchange, but no one goes there much these days since there aren't many souls in circulation. Yeah, because apparently they were too dumb to make nuclear power, but they were just smart enough to somehow quantify the energy of a soul and use it as a battery.
Their way of life, even the ground upon which they tread. I am a stranger to it all.
If you got your balls up and you took the throne, which is rightfully yours, it could be your people again. Why is she drinking coffee slowly? Because she's an idiot. Yeah, literally the first third of this content has just been nothing but like, oh, we're gonna see these shops, we're gonna see these buildings. Like it's the beginning of the freaking expansion all over again. Imagine if you could actually mount, right? How much of this place you could actually explore, how much they could have put in, but they didn't. And then the excuse they'll always give is,
oh, but the spaghetti code, it won't let us do it.
No, there's can't, and then there's don't want to. Right, so for those of you just hopping in, they have these things called regulators, where they basically use the souls of dead people as one-ups. Yeah, it's pretty fucked up. Yeah, but they just see it as normal because, they delete the memories of the dead people so they don't have to feel any guilt. But you know what they don't feel guilty by? Using the souls of dead people as one-ups! It really is like the dumbest fucking thing. Do you want to help us too, Action? No, I do not want to fucking help. But of course, yeah. Of course the game forces you to because again, this is the patch content here, folks. Sir Action, you need to help the queen from the Shalamalamanasea Ding Dong Kingdom to prevent her from dying of goofy clown AIDS. It ain't no laughing matter. I'm sorry. Oh god, that was funny. Oh my goodness, I needed that. I got dizzy laughing at that. Oh my goodness. I got sweaty laughing at that. That's too funny. Goofy clownades. Ow. So apparently they needed to use all of the power in the city to hit me with a lightning bolt that barely winded me. Really? Wow.
Narrow the range of variables to avoid unnecessary trial and error. That is the most expeditious course of action.
No, the most expeditious course of action is a surrender. But of course you're going to be absolute moronic dipshits and try to, fight against me. Go ahead, your funeral. But yeah, who's this Chumpasaurus on the screen? Yeah, what do you stand to gain by making everyone endless? I know exactly what he stands. He has an infinite power source.
You're speaking to me?
No, I'm speaking to Santa Claus. Who the fuck else am I speaking to? Idiot. By the way, I don't know if y'all can see it because it's like, it's supposed to be, ooh, he's in a dark room. But you know what? I can see this patch on his neck. You know what that tells me? He's a terminal patient. And he's like, the human body is so weak. So I'm just going to expand it to everybody else. That way I can make myself stronger. Yay!
The key to interdimensional fusion. You will kindly return it to us, yes?
No, but my foot wants to meet your ass, and I'm about to give him a shotgun wedding.
She was forced to attempt the impossible, to turn every soul who dies into an endless, even though there's no end to them.
Yes, because the writers couldn't come up with an original story, so they basically copied and pasted the End Singer from Endwalker. Way to go! Way to go!
But I beg you, do not deceive the people of Alexandria. Do not manipulate them with this imitation forged from my memories.
You could man up, and you could take the throne, which is rightfully yours. Tell the people, hey, this is a carbon copy. This is a robot. You know, commanded by a puppeteer. I'm the actual queen. You know, you could do that, but you won't, because you suck.
Perhaps the simulant stokes this fear, to entice them to become endless.
Yeah, I can see that. But again, I don't care. Let us find this dork and kick his teeth in.
It may be a trap, but it's our only lead. What do you think, my friend?
I think we leave the key here in a nice safe spot. Actually, you know what? Take it over to friggin' Charlie and let them defend it. Let's see if he can actually get across an ocean. We leave it there, then we go kick his ass. That way he doesn't, you know, ensnare us in a trap and be like, oh, I'm gonna steal the key from your pocket while you're paralyzed. Woo-hoo-hoo. But of course, the game's gonna be like, no, we're gonna take the key with us and then go find this guy, and then we get trapped, and then he gets the key, and then there's a reason why there has to be a raid boss. And tank stance on. We are good to go.
There are beasts ahead of you. They must have gotten in and made themselves at home.
Yep. Yeah, so far in this expansion, the bosses are, like, way easier to deal with instead of the mobs. Come on, can't we beat him before he launches his stupid, Nope. No, we did. The lasers went off, but not his, sweep attack. Though I wonder, since we beat his stupid, you know, robot, who is gonna be the final boss for this castle state, or castle dungeon? Oh, I wonder. I wonder. Alright, let's see who it be. Let's see who it is. Well, I move my chair up because it's sinking again. There we go. How's my model? Model good? Model good. I see turrets. And what? Oh, wow. It's a mirror. Indefeatable defense. Really? That's the final boss for this dungeon. Well, that first fight was messy. I'm sorry I haven't healed and gained much this expansion with my static. No worries. You did great. Now we just gotta beat this piece of furniture. I just realized that's a stolen mechanic from the Nier race. Oh, look at that. They decided to come straight to us. Okay.
She installed a teleporter that is triggered by the presence of the key, you see?
Why did we bring the stupid key with us? Did I call it or what? In other words, you couldn't find out what makes me tick. Oh well, so sad for you.
So I shall try something else.
Why are we not kicking his teeth in already? Why are we letting him monologue? Oh no, it's another robot.
These villains mean to do us harm. Strike them down, I bid you.
Alternative offer, you know? You stand down and you surrender, and I won't turn you into a fucking toaster.
But to twist the memories of those I held dear and treat them as playthings.
Oh, now you get upset. No, you don't get upset at the, you know, the thousands of people that have died to harvest their souls for batteries. No, that doesn't upset you. No, this one person, that's what drives you over the edge.
This disgrace I cannot abide.
Oh, wow, you can actually emote.
This monstrosity must be destroyed. Not least of all for Zelenia's honor.
We're not complying with their demands of turning this piece of scrap into a toaster, and then I've turned the both of them into footstools.
Knight of Alexandria, and sworn blade of Her Majesty the Queen.
Bah, 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 bah.
No, this is merely a reconstruction. And yet...
It's sad? Yeah, I agree. If this is the best that, you know, the kingdom had, then no wonder why it fell. Easy peasy.
A disgraceful display.
Yep, indeed, a disgraceful display. That shit was easy.
I have failed.
That first boss in that dungeon was harder than this.
Why do you so oppose our objective?
Because it's fucking stupid. Duh. Again, your plan is stupid. Your logic is dumb.
I see no reason why you should reject such a boon.
Because you were a fucking moron, that's why. he already gave up his body, so he's already a corpse. So how do you suppose we make digital mulch? I don't know. It's going to be a mystery we're going to be finding out.
Unless you're willing to compromise, you won't be able to save anyone or anything.
You know what the other stupid thing about this is? We know Sid. Sid has been able to basically, again, out of a toaster, make something that can transcend time, space, and reality. Just on a whim. So, again, why we can't come up with something as simple as an EMP, I don't know.
You had us quite worried when you suddenly disappeared. What in the world happened?
The dork poured at us, thought he could beat us with this, poser robot. Now, help me drag it out of here so that way we can turn it into scrap. I've got plans. Also, I kind of want that sword.
It was hers. The Endless Fiends. What's it doing here?
He said he left it as a gift, but I have a feeling that it's, like, laced with drugs, or it's got some kind of mind control device on it. Dude, Alfie is so short compared to everybody else. Which kind of makes me think, like, when do Ellison actually go from being, short to stupidly tall? When does that happen? Alright, let's see what else Sad Girl has to say. Oh, holy crap, look at that armor. Hold up. Let me take a look at this. Dark Horse Champions Code of Fending. Ah, it's from the raid.
The gifts for our friends will have to wait. We should return to the back room at once.
That has the same energy of, I must consult the Elder Gods. Man, seriously, these robot soldiers had everybody on edge. Why in the hell are they not locked in a box? Why did we not put them all underground somewhere? Oh, but because we needed somebody to run the shops? Bullshit! I saw people running the freaking shops in the arcade. This must have served his ends in some way. Yep, he's burning down the house. He's gathering all of the things he needs to make Endless and USB drives and his quote-unquote evolution. And yet, we haven't found him yet. We have not been looking for him as much. I think Shale is like the only person in the entire group that has actually been actively looking for him, while everybody else has been doing some stupid shit. In order to ease your burden, I shall endeavor to become a capable warrior and make Otis and Selenia proud. How about you do your fucking duty and be a leader, you fucking clod? I was gonna say, don't tell me that's where his fucking base is and that he's been hiding right under our noses this whole time. Like, I'm trying to think of a way to describe this patch other than stupid. And the fact that the new big bad is just this dork who's hiding out in a USB drive somewhere, and whose whole motivation is, oh, mankind is weak, flesh is weak, thinking he's a mechanicus.